Hey everyone, this is Random Podcast. I'm Brandon.
I'm Blakely.
And today we have a special edition of the college football playoff. Now, and this is a prediction, obviously.
Round two.
This is round two. Now, of course, we're changing our picks from round to round because number one, I can't even remember who we picked half the time. And number two, it's not like there's going to be anything for it. I mean, this is the first year this is put together on the fly anyway. But we do know who's playing who. We're not really basing it off of any specific order. But first up, we got Texas versus Arizona State. I'll let you go first because I have no knowledge. You just like Ace Ventura that. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going with Texas Longhorns, Hook 'em Horns.
Okay. Are you allowed to do that?
You can hook 'em Horns.
Oh, there.
Or we go horn down.
Yeah, horns down's not allowed in there. I'm more of a Spider-Man guy. Yeah, not doing that next every game.
I got Texas beating Arizona State just because Texas just recently played. Texas.
Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and put a second check for Texas. I think Texas is right now, after some of the years they've had, they're going to play lights out. Like they want to show they belong in not just the playoff picture, but the SEC. Okay. So I'll let you.
Next game is Oregon versus Ohio State.
Now we got to put a disclaimer: Ohio State destroyed Tennessee. None of the three of us thought that would happen.
I did not. I thought
we all picked Ohio State, but we did not pick.
I thought it would be closer.
I think we all picked Ohio State.
I think I picked Tennessee.
I have to run back the tape, which I will be doing that before the end. I will worry about all that then.
I'm going with Oregon because I'm an Oregon fan, and I'd be stupid not to go against Oregon.
Homer.
But I'm going Oregon because I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Oregon sneaks it out in the end. Because Ohio State beat the poop out of Tennessee. Like, Tennessee didn't have a chance at all. It's going to be at a neutral field because first round, I really do think home field advantage played a major factor. Every place was loud. So I think Oregon's going to
go ahead and add a second one for me. The reason I say this is Oregon is way better than Tennessee, which we all thought that anyway.
And it's at a neutral place.
I'm sorry, I never trust Ohio State in these situations. How many times have they been in the college playoff and get destroyed or play bad? Now, I think his name's Ron Day, is that coach for Ohio State. He's got something to prove. I would say everybody in this has something to prove. But like you said last time, Oregon, I think, has more to prove than anybody because they are now the top of that conference at Big Ten in year one. They come from a conference over here to where they were, even though they were winning, they were considered second, third fiddle where they came from. To now being over Ohio State, over Michigan, over like Wisconsin, Penn State, and some of these. Even if when Wisconsin doesn't have a great year, they still have one of the best defenses. And I say Oregon because I think for them to just come in and play the way they played, and people still looking past some of them, me a little bit included, not as hard as some of the others, like Saban, who wrote them off every week because they're Big Ten. That bias against Big Ten or even the other conferences needs to stop because it's getting to where college is like pro, except any given Sunday, it's any given Saturday. Mm-hmm. So, but then next we have Penn State versus Boise State.
Penn State looked really good yesterday. Their defense was flying around. That SMU couldn't get nothing going. Nothing could go. And their quarterback threw two pick sixes.
That ain't good.
But see, again, I want to say neutral field. Because home field, again, I would like to put this out. Home field, people just had so much advantage. But I think Penn State ekes it out of Boise State. I think it's closer than people think. We're not going to talk about that check mark, but
is that a V? It honestly looks like the S has
horns,
antlers, or it's a snake,
I'm gonna go Penn State because Penn State's offense has just looked good the past 2 games that they've played.
Well, usually I would say put another check mark. I'm choosing Boise State, and it's mostly out of I want them to win because of the running back. I feel like the running back deserves better. Nothing against Travis Hunter, but some of the I don't want to make this about Heisman anymore because obviously that doesn't matter anymore. That running back's playing mad,
and he said that he's got to prove a point.
Yeah,
because he was mad. I think he was happy for Travis, but he was mad he didn't win.
I think it was more. He was more sour on the fact that he got overlooked because it's Boise State, and I think a lot of the reason Travis Hunter got what he got because people don't realize that running back won the fan vote, not Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter won off of media and stuff.
Travis Hunter wasn't even up for best cornerback of the year. Wasn't even up, but he won best defensive player of the year.
Right. I have nothing against Travis Hunter either.
I don't either. I think Travis Hunter is going to be a great player in the NFL. But he won best receiver when he wasn't even in the top 5 being red receiver core. But the guy from San Jose was number 1 in pretty much every category and didn't win it.
I think national attention is what got Travis Hunter that award and Dion. And people have won that like that in the past, don't get me wrong. But how often do you hear this is next Barry Sanders? You don't hear that. And it always worries me about Heisman number 2 that's this good and playing mad. That's the only reason. Now, I'm not saying Penn State.
And he had a better season than Derrick Henry's Heisman year.
Yeah. Derrick Henry's a beast.
Okay. Next, we got UGA versus Notre Dame. Now, our last guest, me and him were talking yesterday, and he did say this. He says, if Carson Beck, quarterback for Georgia, doesn't play, Notre Dame's going to win this game. Because Notre Dame's defense just looks so good.
Right. Now, that's our guess, not me.
Carson Beck is out of that game. That is a big factor in Notre Dame's defense. But from what I saw from Gunnar Stockton in the second half against Texas, I think he has enough to be able to beat Notre Dame. It'll be closer than the experts think. But I got UGA winning. I can't bet against Kirby in the playoffs.
Kirby. Yeah. I mean,
but I think this is a different Notre Dame team than people think they are. Because I think their coach is really good.
Well, as I've said before, put another check down above Georgia. And there's a couple reasons I say this. Number one, I don't like Notre Dame.
You don't like the Catholics, the Fighting Irish?
My problem with Notre Dame is they've been built up for so many years, and 9 times out of 10, they're garbage. Not saying this team could be the best. They could win the championship for all we know. Doubt it. But my thing is, I don't know, I just like Georgia more. I trust SEC more. And I know you can't, SEC. My thing is, Georgia, Kirby's going to have, the fact that he knows Beck's going to be out, he's going to have them playing where Beck, they're going to lose a little bit of moxie, so to speak, because Beck's out. But some of these backup quarterbacks for these teams will start on other teams.
Like I was saying, Gunnar Stockton looked good in the second half for Georgia.
So, see, that's what I'm saying. Now, we're not saying Notre Dame can't win. Mine's kind of more of a bias.
Arizona State could go in and beat Texas.
Yeah.
Like,
you never know.
We don't know because these are all played on neutral fields.
Yeah.
And so you won't have the the crowd will be there, but it won't be a home crowd.
Right. Pretty much everybody I see on this list, I don't know about Arizona State, but everybody on this list has, fan will travel. Fans will travel. I'm not sure about Arizona State. They're probably going to get up for it.
Because this game is in Georgia, at Peach, Georgia, the Atlanta Falcons Stadium.
Right.
Oregon, Ohio State is in the Rose Bowl. Boise State and Penn State is in the Fiesta Bowl, which is Arizona Cardinal Stadium. And Georgia, Notre Dame are in New Orleans at the same
And I know
stadium.
everybody on this side, fans travel. I know Ohio State, Notre Dame fans travel. BSU fans have been known to travel. And Arizona State, I don't want to overlook them because this is not like it's the first year they've been good. They've been putting up good, decent numbers off and on for years.
I think they just finally have a coach that
knows how to play to their strengths, so to speak. Even though this episode was shorter, they're going to get shorter with this.
Yeah.
Now, our special guest, pay attention to the video. I will have in comments their picks as well, and also look for us on Twitter under the Randoms Podcast. But this is one of those to where we'll get better as it goes. And also pay attention in the coming future will be the NFL playoff as well.
And both of our teams probably won't be in there, so we'll have a...
Yeah, I know mine won't because mine...
We're still fighting for the NFC West. We're
fighting for number one pick. So
who would y'all pick for number one?
We have so many issues.
That could
Honestly,
be a fun
I'm not happy with
That could be a
quarterback.
fun episode.
We'll probably do top 10 draft or something like that.
Yeah.
That's 5-6 months out. So
it'll be April.
Yeah, it's usually April, May in there.
I think it's the same week as WrestleMania.
I don't think so. WrestleMania is usually at the front of the month.
It's April's 20-something this year. Remember?
Yeah, but it's the 29th. Usually it's that fourth week of April.
Yeah.
They're not going to go against WrestleMania. They'll get destroyed.
Yeah, we'll get destroyed.
Plus,
then,
ESPN is
and then
part
Pat wouldn't be able to make it because know he'll be at WrestleMania.
But we'll be back with after these games end. It probably won't be a video. It might be one of us, shooting a video or giving our thoughts. But it'll be everybody's prediction. But yeah, come back for some more. The road to national championships on.
Mm-hmm.
So
January 1st is the next round. Well, 31st is there's one game, but then years to 8th.
Which I got to make my picks now that these are in because I've been waiting, not making picks early. Crazy.
My bracket's already filled up. Stupid Tennessee made me lose.
I'm waiting until these games
there's
finish.
A bowl mania.
Because you don't have to lock in until the day of.
There's bowl mania, and then there's
I'm doing bowl mania.
There's playoff challenge one. I'm doing both of them.
Yeah.
And then I did my playoff one, and I was doing so good. I had 4 teams, and then Tennessee wants to go blow it up.
No, get blown up. That was more. But yeah, until next time, we'll see you later.
Peace.